Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Lime-Flavored Network proudly brings to you its greatest show online champion, who's drinking out of a frosty mug. DJ Allen. I am not yet, but will shortly be joined by not only the lovely and talented Tricia Allen, but your favorite co-host and my favorite co-host, Bob Miotto, who is on his way into his house, where we will then learn the secret of DJ and Tricia's one-time Christmas tree. Are you going to want me to turn the camera?
Why? Well, if you don't, what's the point of me being over there?
I don't know. Get over here. Do what you need to and get over here. I'm live. People are flocking to something else because they're not watching the show. Not live anyway. Where are you people? I'm talking to the podcast audience right now because, in the YouTube audience. That light is really bright. I'm going to have to figure out the green light situation because I really like the green light. But you know what? Just shut that puppy off so you can see the beautiful shine of my bald melon.
Why is my moose dead?
Your moose isn't dead. He's taking a break.
Ow.
Well, hello, stranger. Who are you?
Doesn't my lower third tell you?
Let's check it out. Nope. This is Tricia Allen, the owner and operator of Tricia'sBakery.com. And
the store of the same name.
The store of the same name. And the brand new, super awesome website, www.ndnutritias.wordpress.com.
Yeah.
Where you can learn to be thin and awesome and beautiful like us. Oh, this is my wife. So,
I think the cat's jealous. Like, why do you let her bite you but not me?
She bites me plenty.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, for those of you wondering, you notice this is not the wrist that. I'll explain later. Because we're gonna have Bob joining us. Bob, 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 Bob.
Hi.
Hi.
You can't see me, can you?
No. But I can hear myself on the computer.
Ah. Well, I will get the kid to get my headphones for me.
That's
I don't know
right.
where they are.
You need to teach Brain to fetch.
Brian, I need you to check for my headphones.
Really cool.
You move them? Oh. Oh. Well, check over by that hat over there. Still nothing. That's weird. So what's the show been about so far?
Well, drinking out of my mug and my new background.
Nice background.
Yes. Oh, and did you know today is Friday the 13th?
I did. What'd you get me?
Smurpies, which are Smurf herpes. Smurpies, yep.
So the... Oh, why is this...
I'm going to blame...
Waldo?
You can blame Waldo, too. Bob, I want to see your beautiful Bob.
I have got these headphones now. I will stick them in my ears. In fact, I think just start sticking lots of things in.
I would like to see lots of things in your ears. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, there we go. That was
Why
really...
is this not...
I don't know.
Nothing's lighting up. Like, neither cameras are lighting up.
Get your wife to push some buttons.
Ooh, yeah, I'll do it.
Yes, where is Mrs. Miato?
She is shopping with her friend? Cousin's friend?
The person who took your parking spot?
Yes. She is shopping with Lori.
Gotcha.
But let's try something different. How about I hang up and you invite me back?
I can do that.
Let's try that.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, Isis.
Nothing's better than on-air difficulties, people. Nothing.
Isis and her toy. Ah. Oh no, I've got it stuck in my ear.
Oh, wait, where did my video go? It's the worst show ever.
Kitty kitty.
Kitty kitty.
So this morning when I was trying to coax her out of Bonsai's cage with this, she walked, well, first of all, she laid in there and played with it through the cage.
Okay.
And then after I finally got her to come partially out of the cage, she had it in her mouth, and then she used her paw to tuck a good mouthful into her mouth, and then proceeded to try to drag it back into the cage so that her and her stick could be in the cage.
This is your phone again. I'm gonna need you to do. I'm gonna need you to do exactly what you just did one more time. All right.
Answer with your phone?
My phone, for some reason, was well. There's a technical term. Fucking with me. Yes. So do that one more time. All right.
I will.
All right.
Aye.
Kitty, kitty, you're so happy. Such a happy kitty. Maybe at some point you'll need to invite me to the call, and then I can mute everything and we can record Isis and show Isis on the screen. Right now she's not very fun. Is that what the music turns into if you answer or if you don't answer anything?
Maybe.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh my god.
Hey, how you doing? Now this is...
I like your background.
Yeah, check that out. Bam, I just switched cameras.
Oh. I had nothing. Hang on a second. What's going on here? God damn it.
What?
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
There you are.
Here I are.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
But there's only a head. Your earbuds
Of me?
Yeah. Where's the rest of your body?
Oh, it's invisible because I'm... Wait, see? I'm wearing a tree.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh. Camouflage.
Brian, can you hand me that, please?
Boy, I bet you have a hell of a time finding that when you put it in the closet.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's terrible. It's like trying to find other things when I put them in that closet. That thing is like, I have really got to go through that closet and clean it out, and I do that occasionally. The problem lies in the fact that I got so much clothes and I don't really know what to do with it all. Oh no!
A
You
lot,
still doing okay?
a lot of people wear the clothes.
Well, I do wear them. Just have issues when it comes to. I don't know. I have a lot of clothes. Most of it's work clothes, and some of it fits, some of it doesn't. Some of it's winter, some of it's summer. And I do the thing where it's like you look at it, and it's like, no, not this time. And then you throw it back in the closet. So nothing's like hung up or organized in any way. It's just a big happy pile. And then once I wear it, then it goes into the big dirty pile. But I broke my headphones.
This is great.
See the headphone guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks that you broke your headphones.
It does. That makes me sad. My wife just gave me these like last time I talked to you, and I dropped that little piece like 4 times. But you know what?
Wait a second. She just gave you headphones and you've broken them since the last time we talked.
Yes.
That was like 3 days ago for the non-live audience, by the way.
Which is crazy, because that's like a new record for me.
I'll say. So,
Yes.
the missus here was going to tell you about our Christmas tree.
Yes, Christmas tree.
Oh, okay, so in 15 years, we've had one Christmas tree. And...
Yes. It's beautiful. Anyway.
A fake one? Or a real one?
No, we had a real one.
A real one.
I'm pretty sure it's the only Christmas tree we had was a real one, shortly after we bought our house, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, I don't decorate or anything for Christmas because
Wow.
I do at my store a little bit, you know, because I have to deal with that. So
Yeah.
my Christmas
festive
tree is at work.
I mean, you guys like do the Christmas thing. You're just not into the whole decorating.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. I can't blame you there. I know that the first year that I lived in, I had a duplex that I lived in, and I thought, why bother decorating? It's not like there's kids in the house or anything. And they insisted, no, you need a Christmas tree. All right, so I got a Christmas tree, and my sister-in-law and my friend broke into the house and left a whole bunch of presents under it. So, little ones, but.
At my store, we have, I have 2 Christmas trees. Oh, no, I have 3 Christmas trees, and 2 of them have merchandise hanging on them.
Give me a lookie, please.
Oh. So you have a sister?
We have sister-in-law. It's my brother's
Sister-in-law. Gotcha.
So, there's a little Christmas tree. That's my wife's Colt's tree. And over here is the larger tree. And I don't know if we can see it. Ow. But there's another one up there.
I see stockings.
Yes, there's lots and lots of stockings up there. She hung them with glee. She says. I think she hung them with tape and tacks. But she says it was glee, so I guess I'll believe her.
Now, Glee, the happiness, or Glee, the Fox television show?
Well, I asked her that. She said something about hanging it with glee. I said, how you can get all those actors here? Yeah.
Oh, that's
I can imagine them all just singing Christmas music while they're reading that up. That would have been great. I would have been happy. I mean, like, this is so lame. And then, like, anytime they looked at me, I would have been like, and they all look away, and I'm like,
So wait, are you saying you watch Glee, but you don't?
I'll tell you, I was watching a lot of Glee, and I felt bad because I watched it by accident. It was like on or something, or it was a space house, and I was like, "This isn't bad. What is this?" And they're like, "This is Glee," and I was like, "Fuck!" So I had to explain to my friends that I'm not gay, but I did enjoy Glee, and my one friend he says, "Don't worry, Bob. I like Glee too." Like, oh, all right. Who's also not gay? Just saying.
Well, we watched Glee, but we don't like 75% of the music that they sing, so slogging through the horror that is most of Glee to get to the small tiny spots is not worth the effort.
Right. I actually like a lot of the music. It's it's like 80s and 90s, and it's a lot of the stuff that I grew up with because I'm old. Now I'm depressed. Oh, and still old. So they did a special for Rocky Horror Picture Show. That was a pretty cool one.
I think that was last season. We saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season, they did 2 episodes of Beatles songs. So
Oh, nice.
I watched those, and that was it, because I can't stomach that show because of all the glorified bullying.
Yes, it glorifies bullying. We don't like that.
It does.
Watch it.
In fact, it does prove one of my points, though, is that some of the worst bullying comes from teachers. I
And,
firmly agree with that. When I was in school, those were the worst bullies that we had, was the teachers.
and kid bullies grow up to be adult bullies.
Yeah.
Now, I think I talked to you guys about this before. Some of the commercials where they're saying, you know, don't stand up for this, and yeah, the one, they're on a bus, and the one kid's picking on somebody else, so the one girl goes up and she's telling the bus driver, and then when she goes back to sit in her seat, everyone's like, yeah, good job, and patting her on the back. It's like, yeah, that's not what would happen there. You would end up losing your friends and getting your ass kicked. That's what would happen. Because now they know that you're the narc, and, you know, I don't know. Now, granted, I don't like bullying, but some of those things, it's like, they're not bullying. So they didn't let her sit with them. That's not bullying.
But, well, because we haven't watched the show recently, we can't reference the same things, but
That was just regular commercials. That wasn't like that show. I haven't watched that show in a while. And what I did was on Netflix.
Gotcha.
Which is great.
Yes, it is. But before you came on, like right before I was filling time and I was going to show the people why one of my wrists is covered with a bandage-like appendage.
Aha.
Someone between the two of us here who works for the Postal Service got frostbite on Saturday.
Was it the cat?
No, it was me.
Man, frostbite.
Proper frostbite. So I actually have the doctor. When I went in, you know, I was explaining things, and then I showed her the wrist, which is actually what's frostbite, is the wrist, and she's like, "Yeah, that's frostbite."
Jack Frost chewing on your arm.
I like that, Jack Frost.
Gnawing on your arm.
No, gnawing.
Good gnawing, yes.
Your. Hey, notice the poster?
Alternate lyrics. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't until you said that.
Well, what normally sits there is this, but because it's my show and it's behind my head, I've decided that I didn't want to have a moose. Yeah.
Right.
I moved from the Minneapolis airport.
Ah.
Because
I did hear the wifely sigh when you said, and since it's behind my head, and she's like,
and I'll eventually replace that picture with something that doesn't look like a murdered.
I love that picture.
I hate that picture. It's so ugly.
I love it.
Would you like to see the picture, Bob?
yes.
My brother painted it.
All right. Let me choose my camera so the viewers at home don't miss anything here.
Oh my gosh. I think I like it.
Tell you what, Bob, I'll send it to you.
I don't think my wife would let me hang it up anywhere. She won't even let me have the Crypt Kitty in the house.
There's my brother's website is proof11.com. So it's the number 11, so proof11.com.
Mm-hmm.
And he has pictures of more of his paintings up there. And I have I have a bunch of them in my garage. and so do my parents, because he painted them all in Minot at his house and while he was in college. And then he ended up, well, Minot flooded. He had 12 feet of water in his house. And
Wow.
he put all the paintings on the second floor of his house in hopes that they wouldn't get wet. The water was actually in the ceiling of the first floor, so it was almost on the second floor. But anyways, he you're looking at the painting. DJ is looking at the website.
What I was doing is setting up the website.
Oh. Okay, that little painting, that little yellowish one. That's his self-portrait.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Minot flooded. He lost a lot of stuff, lost his house, and when my parents and I were both up in Minot at one point for a craft show, we each took home as many paintings as we could. Here, click on that gray one. I have this gray one at my store.
And this is this is my favorite one of the ones he's done.
Oh, we can hang that one up here instead.
That's the one I want.
That's pretty cool.
I've got that one, and I might have that one. Yeah.
It's done in such a way to where even though it is a self-portrait, that could be anyone. I mean, to where it doesn't look like I don't even know how to say. If you knew him, you would know who that was.
Right.
That would look good in anyone's home, regardless of like who's this guy. It's fucking art. That's what it is.
And this is the self-portrait for the viewer here, or any viewers. And then the other one that I like, oddly enough, is his ex-girlfriend, who is this one.
Wow, that's cool.
Because it looks freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the paintings are all done on plywood.
Wow.
And a lot of them have stuff glued to them. Like, go to that. I'm the gear on it there. Like,
I did see.
Found objects.
I saw the chain on the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's just gear here, and I assume that's something down there too.
That might be, yeah.
Huh. There was a place that I seen that used to be a cyber cafe. I don't know if they still have those. There wasn't many of them when I seen that one, but it was just a place where you can go. It was like a Starbucks, but they had the computer monitors all over the place, and you go in and you play online and drink coffee, and the walls were just covered with art, along with the price, who made it, what it was, whether it was paint on canvas or paint on canvas with chicken wire and duct tape, or whatever it was. They would like add all that, and it was. Those were the ones that stuck out in my mind. Were the ones that had other things stuck to them.
Yeah. I know one of them that I think I have at my store might have the floor drain from his house on it too.
Wow.
But yeah, he had a whole lot of paintings. Like I said, my garage is full. My parents have a ton of them. The reason we have them is because he moved to Portland, Oregon, and after Minot flooded, he wanted out of the state. So about 2.5 years ago, almost 2.5 years ago, he moved, and he only went with whatever fit in his car. So he left here, and he's been painting out there now too. So he has more paintings.
Cool. Yeah, that's something you couldn't just give up. That's when you got talent like that. Me, I wish I had talent. Instead, I have no talent.
You have a lot of facial hair.
Oh yes, I can grow hair. Watch. Huh?
Well,
Did it get longer?
I mean, you just shaved this morning, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
just face growth.
Yeah.
I think that joke is going to be told every week.
It's a good joke.
Yeah.
What the viewers at home don't know is that I was joking, my beard didn't get any longer when I said that, but my chest hair, I felt it just poof out like crazy.
Yeah, that happens.
This cat sitting there.
Oh, now she's going for the stringy. Oh, you can't even get a cat.
No.
Kitty.
I have a kitty.
Hi, kitty. How you doing?
Are you hitting on my cat?
I was greeting the cat.
You're hitting on my cat!
It was a greeting. It was, I've been saying that at work, and everybody at work is saying it now. So I find that hilarious.
I'm just surprised she's sitting with me for this long.
Yes.
And so
I think that's not common.
she's way too full of energy. Plus the guinea pig's cage is open, so there's always that opportunity to annoy him.
Yeah.
Hey.
Speaking of annoying.
Not?
We have this on hand at all times to keep her at bay.
Those are you need to chill, child. You're reading, and I'm on here.
And I'm over here.
He is. Oh, you didn't hear that because he's in my ears. Yeah.
Haha, brain sucks. Not really, but I mean
He said brain sucks. You didn't hear it because you don't have. I wasn't supposed to repeat that, was I?
You can point at him and laugh for
He
us.
was just kidding.
He'll love it.
That was
That's awesome.
oh my gosh, she's actually crying. Oh, get up, you little punk. No, I'm just kidding. You're alright, kid. Yeah, it does that.
You know, Bob, this is episode 22.
22, good number.
Yes.
Double digits.
It comes after 21, but before 23.
It's also a special number in numerology, too. Most numbers get added to, like if it was, like, say, 21, it'd be the 2 and the 1 added together to make 20, or to make 3. But 22 is one of those numbers that just stays as is. The dog, however, is not going to stay as is. The dog is going to be drop-kicked across the room. I wouldn't do that.
On camera.
No, that's Romeo. I'd never hurt Romeo on purpose.
Romeo. Hey, wait. Oh, wait a second. Hi, puppy dog.
He's, my issue with the dog is that I refer to it as tap dancing. His claws on the wood floor make that annoying claws on the wood floor sound, and he has a whole lot of feet. There's like 8. Oh, 4. I'll be damned. So it sounds like really, really...
Sounds like 15.
Yeah. It is... And I'm like, shut up! And then he does the tail thing.
Our dog can't walk on our hardwood floor. He sticks to rugs and things, so we can tap on the hardwood floor.
Yeah. With 8 feet.
We got him
4 feet.
for being outside. We got him little itty bitty fur-lined blue boots with zippers on them.
Nice.
And when I now you're making him look. When I shoveled the driveway and the sidewalk on Tuesday, he came out with me and I put the boots on him, and he was so much fun. He's so cute in those things.
Wow. Did he seem to prefer them in the cold?
Well, it's so cold here that when he goes out to go to the bathroom, he usually can't make it back up to the door because his paws are frozen.
Wow.
Yeah, it's right now I think only 0. It'll get negative something overnight, but it's been like 10 to 15 degrees below 0 lately, so
It gets so cold here, assholes that deliver the mail get frostbite.
in the mail vehicle. That's the arm that arm doesn't even stick the mail in the boxes. That one stays in the car.
In my defense, the reason this got frostbitten is because it happened while I was out of the vehicle. So, I mean, but yes, this is the one that stays in the vehicle. Why couldn't this one? Well,
Yeah.
no, I don't want this one. This is my good arm.
But yeah, the dog liked his boots because he realized that it helped, that it didn't, that he wasn't freezing. Because when we first got him for him, he would kick one or two of them off while he was outside. And then, of course, those paws would freeze. I have to go pick him up and bring him back in the house. But he left all four on the whole time I was outside, and he walked down the driveway and around the corner of the block and all the way down the sidewalk with me, and he never once tried to take them off. So I think he learned quickly that they were necessary. And it was so cute because the bottom of the shoe has a paw print on it. So there were these little itty-bitty footprints all over the place of shoes with a little paw in the center.
Nice. Nice. Now, cats don't normally go outside in the wintertime, right?
Well, yeah, generally. I mean, they don't need to because we have a litter box, so ours doesn't. Ours doesn't go outside.
Although if she keeps up the way she's going to be a slipper. You and I, we almost had the set of slippers.
Yes, slippers that catch mice. That's convenient.
No good with slugs, though. I don't understand why that was.
Now, speaking of mice, I heard this noise. I'm in the bathroom, and I hear this noise coming from the wall. What the hell? This it sounded like, I'm like, don't tell me there's a mouse in the wall, because that's what it sounded like, a freaking mouse in the wall. And I went to take the recycling out. I always put it in a big old laundry basket out in the apartment, and then on every other week we just dump it all. And I don't know how you guys recycling works, but you just dump it all in one big can thing, and then they take it away and smile a lot.
Our city doesn't recycle at this point.
North Dakota sucks, Bob.
The whole state doesn't recycle?
I don't know about. I mean, the two places that I know people live, or three, don't. I don't know if something bigger like Fargo recycles. The city did send out a survey a year ago, if not a little bit longer, and asked people if they wanted to do curbside recycling, and I guess it passed, and so we're still waiting for them to give us our garbage cans to do the recycling, and then they're going to jack up our rates, too.
Yeah, but you know what? It wasn't that bad, though. I mean, when you think about it, our recycling can is about, you can't even see it because it's that big. It's like bigger than the garbage can. Because once you take the stuff that's recyclable out of the garbage, there's not much left. So, I mean, where we were filling the damn garbage can every week, we were putting in so little that we said, you know what, kick us down to the next smaller one. It costs less, and I think it was only like, I don't know what it was for how much it is for recycling, but...
I don't think we have size options.
We don't have options. Here's your garbage can. Pay for it. And here's your recycling can. Pay for it.
Right.
And half the time, we don't even bring the garbage out some weeks because we don't even have enough in the can to make it worthwhile. Because, I mean, it's so huge. So for us, it's just going to be a hassle. I mean, it's going to be a much larger hassle.
I seen on TV one time, they had this show in this family. It was a, you know, the yuppie type, where they look like preppy, I don't know. They had a year's worth of garbage. They kept all the garbage that they had acquired in a year. Huh? Quarters. What do you mean quarters? Quarters? Quarters. It wasn't hoarders. No. Shush. Who's doing this show? Yeah, that's right. You read.
Wait, what's Brain reading?
What are you reading, Brain? Little Princesses. What's that? No, I'm just kidding. It's Keepers of the School in Harm's Way. So, anyway, it was like a, damn it, Brain, what was I saying? Oh, it wasn't like the whole house was full of stuff, which would have been if it was Hoarders, but they had a shoebox, and it only had like a few things in there, like a twisty tie for a bag of bread. And now when I first said, oh yeah, every bit of garbage that we've had in the last year fits inside the shoebox, I'm thinking, what are you talking about? Well, all the food scraps went in the garden, all the recycling stuff went to recycling, so this is only the things that they had a shoebox full of things that they actually buy things that have the packaging that's recyclable.
And that would be nice if we had that. I mean, Christ, we can't get anything here except for snow and cold fucking air.
You can recycle cold fucking air. Like this, watch. I know, fuck you, Bob.
Yeah.
It's so cold here that if you take a mug of hot water outside and you throw it up in the air, it turns into water vapor. It evaporates in the air.
I was playing with that sort of game yesterday. It was 0 degrees outside, so it wasn't like super, super, super cold. I mean, it could have been colder, but it was still pretty damn cold. And I was taking the hot water, and I was throwing the hot water out, and it was doing, I don't know what hit the ground, because there's this huge, like, thing of
A big cloud.
vaporyness. But what I was doing was cleaning out my coffee cup. My wife bought me one of those single-serve coffee maker things. That's my toolbox to work.
Which is what we've been filling our coffee cups with.
What did you just bark at me?
Keurig.
Keurig.
The K-E-U-R-I-G. Keurig.
Oh, that's not the brand. She got me a Black & Decker one. But we did look at those. I think she might have gotten one for her father or something. But, yeah, it's one like that, but instead of, you don't put the little packets in. The one we've seen, you can put the little packety things in, or you can put in a scoop of coffee. The one that I got is the scoop. It's just the scoop. You can't put the... What are you doing to that poor dog? Read your book. Dog, stop dancing. Hi. He does that. Frank, what are you doing?
That is the Little Princesses. I recognize that cover. Oh, wait.
That's funny. Hi. So, we have spent a few hours in Walmart. I told my mom, yep, that's an alien. That's an alien. Those people are definitely aliens. And she's like, I know, right? It's great.
Oh my God, is she where you get it from?
No, but pretty close. She's a lot like me. I'm a lot like her.
I'm trying to imagine that in an old woman form.
In fact, the cashier, there was this guy who was standing off to the side. He looked kind of, I don't know if he was Mexican-y, Oriental-y, but he was not, he was like one of those old men where you couldn't really tell, but he had really long, really straight, solid black hair, and then he was wearing like a dark gray pants and a matching shirt, and it's like, I said, oh my gosh, that guy looks like he escaped from the 80s. And the cashier looks over there, and she's like, don't make me laugh, I can get fired for laughing. But, so, she looked like she was really, did I hear a car door, Brian?
The dog
The dog barks.
The dog, yeah, I'm pretty sure the dog said yes.
It sounded like it. He doesn't normally bark. Anyways, we were joking around, and the cashier was like, she looked like she was having the type of day where when all of a sudden somebody comes over joking, she was thrilled out of her mind that we were joking around instead of being like, this weather sucks. Because that's what everybody walking in there was doing. Everybody looked pissed. An entire Walmart full of pissed off people.
Look at Machete to me.
Looked like Machete?
Yeah.
Who?
The person he's talking about.
Okay. Read the book.
I'm no expert on this,
I'll
but
check it in the room.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that if he wasn't sitting right next to you, he'd be
That's
like,
all fishing.
Yeah. What, Brian? What'd you ask?
If I could draw a picture of video.
No, just read. Continue reading until. Just continue reading.
The end. Just you continue reading till the end, Bob.
Till the end. Yeah. Good call. No.
Yeah.
Wow, definitely my kid. I said till the end. He goes, of the world as we know it. Yeah, that's the one. It's the end of the world as we know it. Hi.
She doesn't like Rem.
No.
What? I'm a nice guy. Robert Eugene Miato.
Oh.
Yeah, R-E-M.
I forgot your middle name was. I only ever call you Bob.
Bob, damn it.
Or domo arigato, Mr. Miyato.
I have had more nicknames than anybody I know. But then again, I've always been the guy who's been there to hear them. So, Fukamoto was a name that I had acquired in the military.
Yeah, it's because you were a buka.
Fuka.
Builder, constructionman, apprentice.
And they spelled my name wrong on the door, so it actually said Fukamoto on my door.
Oh, very good, Bukamoto!
Yeah. It's crazy. I had some friends who called me Dave, because I said I looked like Dave Mustaine from Megadeth.
You do not look like Dave Mustaine.
I did with my hair long, the way that it was. And
Did it turn blonde when it gets long?
it actually does, yes.
Okay.
It doesn't anymore, but when I was younger and my hair gets long, when I went out in the sun, it got lighter than DJ's is. You know how your right up here is like a whole lot lighter than the rest of it? Mine got so light that it looked white.
That's how my hair used to get too when I had it.
But it'd only be on the top, where if I went like this, now there would be streaks of red, and it'd be red blonde for my fingers.
Thank you for looking suave.
I did that without sunglasses. See how much I rock? Yay me!
Do you like the UFC, Bob?
Uncle Fester. No. What's UFC?
Ultimate Fighting Championship. I'm gonna say no.
No, I don't really pay attention to any of that stuff. I was thinking Uncle Fester or something. I don't know.
Uncle Fester's coffin?
Uncle Fester's closet. There's things in there that no man should see.
Unbelievably fucking cool.
Ooh, nice.
See, I like the UFC because it's two people punching each other in the face until either the time limit ends or they're pulled apart because one of them wins.
Wow.
I like it even more because nobody is more fun to watch beat the hell out of somebody else than two women fighting.
Well, here's my problem. I consider it to be a very big problem. I like to fight. I've taken martial arts classes. I've always been a bit of a fighter. I like to fight. I don't like to hurt people.
Well, then you'd actually like the UFC because they beat the crap out of each other, and then when it's done, they hug and they're all friends and everybody's cool. In fact, most of the shows, it's we hang out in the off season and we had to fight each other, and I didn't want to injure him too badly, but I wanted the couple of $100,000 and I got it.
Right? Yeah, I would have a hard time with that.
My newest favorite fighter is Tisha the Tiny Tornado Torres.
She sounds cool.
Yeah, Tisha Torres is 115 pounds, and I would be surprised if she's 5 feet tall, but she's awesome.
Damn. There is a, speaking of the whole height, weight thing, there was a picture that somebody had sent to me a while back. I still have it. It says something along the lines of, imagine what a 350-pound woman looks like. And then it showed a picture of her. Oh my gosh, she was beautiful. It was like she was standing next to another girl who looked just like her, but she was like so much. The other woman only came up to like her boobs, and she was like a regular sized person. So this girl was heavy, but only because she was like a monster. Are you going somewhere?
No. Now, was this a still image?
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure that's a Photoshop still image.
They said who she was, and she's like a Hungarian something or other, and she's like has a record for like one of the biggest people on the planet.
Now, Bob, he's not going to understand. You literally just said my ass smells like carrots.
He said, no, it's not. I don't speak, dog. I speak Great Dane, but not fucking Romeo. I have no idea what beagles say. No, Romeo. Alright, I'll give you one Wookiee. Brian, my arms aren't long enough to reach the Wookiees, and I'm tied to the computer.
Are the batteries dead?
Huh?
Are the batteries
Oh, just get me a Wookiee to give to the dog.
A Wookiee?
It's a cookie, but it's a Wookiee, because it's for the dog. Doggy.
You froze. Oh, there you go. Never mind.
I can't find my arm. Here it is.
It's attached to your torso.
Oh, I never thought to look there. See, the game is not to let go of it. Okay, good dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They're all there.
They are. Wait, didn't you have a sixth one? Oh, wait, that was a movie.
That'd been cool. Yeah. I can count to 11.
I can also count to 11.
Well, on my fingers, if I had an extra digit.
Right.
So, there's something else I was going to ask you about. What was? It seems so important. I went to Subway today.
My penis is doing fine.
Your what?
My penis is doing fine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Okay, cool.
How's your Ingress going?
Oh, yes.
How's what going?
Ingress.
Ingress. Oh, okay. I'm about halfway. What the hell is this? Okay, please hold. Operator standing by. I am not quite to level 4 yet. However, acquiring position. I do like this game, and I've been hitting some of the same portals like over and over and over again.
That's where you get your supplies.
Yes. And there's nothing around me. I tried to get the hotel to be a portal, and it asked what kind of portal, or something like that. I don't know. What do you mean, what kind of portal? I don't want to answer that one. So I just didn't answer it, and I don't know. I guess they said no to that one.
I've submitted a bunch, but I haven't heard on any of them yet.
It takes about three to 4 weeks for something to go through, if we understand correctly. So you may not have gotten a response yet.
Oh.
When I submit them, I get an email that says, you know, thank you for submitting this portal. We'll get back to you, and that's as far as I've gotten.
I have gotten 40,000 out of the 70,000 that I need to go to level 4. So
If you get up to level 5 in the next 2 days, you'll get some sort of a trophy or something, a founder's trophy. I posted it to DJ's Facebook page, something from Ingress on Facebook, because there's the 15th of December is some big important date to them to do with Jarvis shards, which I know nothing about.
I'm amazed at some of the things here. I mean, I've seen that they've got stuff all over the world. They've got episodes 35, 36, 37, and now 38 of their little media show thing.
I've never watched any of those. I probably should.
Probably.
I've watched them. I'm getting emails and stuff from them. I currently only hold one portal. There are 3 of them in my group here, almost 4 of them, that are unclaimed. That are just not claimed by anybody. Brain, what are you doing to the dog? Oh my gosh. But I enjoy this game.
West of where you are, isn't it just a complete sea of blue?
It was.
Oh, it was. Okay.
The last time I checked, like today I was in Leesburg, and let me think here of where, that's north that way. Most of this area was blue. Now, I don't know how it is where you guys are, but,
It's almost all green because of me.
nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't gotten on the map online in a while. I'm kind of curious.
I looked up your address. You know, I've looked it up a few times to see what's going on in your area.
Nice.
I don't think you have nearly anywhere near as many portals as we have access to.
There's not. There's places around here like Warsaw should be, let's see, a little bit from where I'm at, a little bit south and a little bit west. And there's a lot more in Warsaw.
Mm-hmm.
There's more in Syracuse, which should be southishy. I'm pointing up and saying south. That's not right at all.
Within a mile radius just of our house, I would say I could hit at least 20.
Wow, that's a lot.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot in our area. So if you ever look up Bismarck, I mean you'll see, because there's probably more than 20 even. We've got a ton of portals, and especially right near where we live because of all the because of a memorial bridge that has military dedication things to all the different branches, and there's the frame barracks. What is that?
Well, it has memorial. It has a dedication to the Navy and those other branches. And there's
Nice.
the National Guard base, which is a barracks. It's a
like a half mile away.
Yeah.
I mean, just up the street from us. So there's a memorial to the War on Terror or something up there, and then the park is just south of us, and there's a few portals in the park, and there's all kinds of sculptures and things that are Native American down there. And then we're along the Missouri River, so there's all kinds of Lewis and Clark stuff to the northwest of us.
We have so many interesting things here, Bob, that I want to. We're gonna get some sort of. Well, I can send them to you on the Facebook Messenger because you get that on your phone, don't you?
Yes.
I'm gonna take pictures of all these statues and stuff that are portals, and I'm gonna send them to you when it's warm out. Because now that we have Ingress, somebody will walk the 7 or 8 or 12 miles I want to walk outside next summer.
Yeah.
Cool. I got my wife for her birthday a couple of years ago now, a bike. And she's like, yay, a bike! And she didn't really want to do anything with it. But this past year, we went riding a lot. And I think we rode to my parents' house once, which was, I don't know, maybe 7 miles. I had that little thing on the front that tells you how far you go and your average speed and your top speed and all that stuff. I think the most we went was maybe, I don't know, 10 miles or something. So it wasn't a whole lot, But it was fun. I enjoyed it. And we
like-
were going
Go ahead.
maybe a couple times a week.
We're gonna be walking daily, so I mean we'll have that. But I like the way you phrased that. I got my wife for her birthday, and then you went into what you got her. But it sounds like you got her on her birthday, like.
Yeah, I purchased her on her birthday.
Yeah, you zoomed in.
I zoomed in on her birthday.
We have bikes too, but they've been outside for many, many years and no longer work. So this coming summer, we'll bring them somewhere to see if they're worth fixing or just scrapping and getting new ones. There's a like a bike and sport place that's being built, just like up the street, about 3 blocks from where we are. So if that's done by this coming spring, then we won't even have to go very far to go check it out.
Now,
But
there are a lot of trails around here, though. You guys have trails?
yeah, we do.
We've got like 30 miles worth of trails. I mean, there's a lot of trails.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're all in, I mean, there's like, some of them include like regular city sidewalks.
That's what's so around here.
One day I want to ride, not ride, I want to walk them all. I don't have to do it all in one day, but I mean, I want to walk.
With our Ingress up here, when I started playing, Blue was most everywhere. They had most everything taken over. They didn't have all the portals taken over, but they had key ones on the outskirts, which would cover a lot of the town, so it made a lot of the portals useless. But basically, it seems like they've all kind of just stopped playing, and portals are just deteriorating. And so everything was open, and then I started running around town. What happens for us is, since we don't have Android phones, I use my iPhone as a hotspot, and then I connect our Android tablets to it. So I take DJ's and mine both all the time, and then I work on both of our accounts, because I got myself up to level 5, within. Well, actually, as of tomorrow, I think I've been playing a month.
Wow.
And I'm about halfway, if not level 6 right now, and I have DJ up to level 3.
That was level 4.
And
Maybe you're level 4.
Frank, can you get me a drink, please, and close this door? That's my universal remote control.
Yes.
So last night we grabbed a few more portals that were along the river, because we hadn't been in that area playing. And
Anything.
I guess right now there's some people in Minnesota that want to link this to Fergus Falls, which isn't very far over the border, but we're looking at about probably 250 miles or so from here.
Thank you. How far can you link them? Close door issues?
It depends on the level of your portal. You need to have there's some calculator or something out online that will tell you, but you need to have a certain level portal, and each level it goes up lets you go farther, and then you can add modifications to it to extend the range.
I have a booster. I've got boosters that I haven't used,
and it's all measured in kilometers or meters. Is it meters?
both kilometers, and then if it's closer, it's meters.
So that always throws me off, because they were talking about one of our portals being able to reach 900 some kilometers.
What? This is fine. This is fine. Thank you. Sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last thing. They were complaining about it being in kilometers?
One of the portals that they're looking to connect to Fergus Falls can apparently go 900 and some kilometers right now.
Oh, wow.
So, and we have one level 8 portal in town. It's a church. It's called the God's Fire, and apparently it's the only level 8 portal in North Dakota. It's I mean, it's within a half mile from our house again, of course, because everything seems to be. But it's under Blue control. And apparently one of our guys had some Jarvis shards, and you can take one of those and you can flip a portal into your possession. So you don't have to destroy it and rebuild it. You just flip it and it stays at its current level and everything.
That's cool.
And apparently one of our guys flipped it to Enlightened, and then I see a message within about a day that says, so-and-so came out of retirement and flipped it back. So there must be some people in the area here who were really involved in playing when the game first came out, and I suppose they got bored with it because they, shot up to the highest level, and now it's not a challenge anymore.
No, is level 8 as high as you can go?
Yes, it is. I've been talking to a couple of level 8 guys who are enlightened in town here, and one of the guys, he met me at my store one night when he got off work, and he dropped a ton of supplies for me because you can only have 2,000 items in your possession.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know either. And he was up to about 1,700 or so, and he had a bunch of stuff he needed to dump. And because he's level 8, he doesn't need the lower level items. So he stopped at the store and just unloaded a couple hundred level 4 and level 5 items.
That's
and
cool.
so I picked them all up for me and for DJ, and he can't use them yet because he's not that level, but I can use at least the level 5 things that I have.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've been helpful. They've been useful in teaching me how to play the game too, because it seems like you're just kind of thrown out there in this game, and then you have to go online and find all the websites that actually tell you how to play it, because the game really doesn't have much of a tutorial on it.
That's true. Now, I'll tell you what, the music that they play when I was hooking it up to the speakers in my car, so the music was playing over my radio, and I turned it up really loud, and what I was thinking while this music was playing was, I know it's not this music, but it's really close, the Terminator music. That music that you hear when the Terminator is doing his little stalking thing, that's kind of what I was hearing, even though I know it's not that music. So you're driving to a portal with this music playing, and you're doing all these things, and you see a car drive by, and it's like, they must be from the Blue Team. And now, like, anyone who's following you, it's like, oh my gosh, they're going to meet me at this. I mean, it's just like, it's really cool thinking that, like, every motherfucker out here, we're all part of this game, and nobody's talking about it. It's kind of neat.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
That
dun.
one, yes.
Do, 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 do.
But I mean, to hear that music playing like over the car radio, and I had it up to like 30, I think, on the volume knob, where I mean that's all you can hear, and then you see cars. I seen one cop one time, and I kind of drove around the corner, and I see him drive by, and I'm like, hack that shit, and I fucking drove out this way, and I was like, hell yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm a total badass and shit. I need a fedora. I totally need a fedora, that like, one of those big rimmed fedoras that I can like, be a badass. Yeah.
You need what'd be awesome is if you had the fedora and you had the shadow nose.
Yes. I do have a Haji head wrap.
Do you?
Yes. Brain, throw me this, will you? It's actually right here. Do you know what the Haji head wraps are?
For the Sikhs?
I knew that was going to happen. It's just one of these things. It's the big fucking square, made out of clothiness, and it's cold outside, so I had taken this and I put it into my car. But you start out by having it, I do believe like this somehow, and then you have it, let me remember how this goes. Maybe that's what it was. and then like this, and then like that, and you'd have it go across your face, and I don't remember how this goes. Oh, you know what? I bet you it goes back this way.
Hey, Bob, you look Amish.
I don't look Amish, you brains. I don't remember how this goes, but
Yeah.
it's one of the like near ninja masky things.
Yeah, I was gonna say you look like a ninja.
Well, Ninja, you looked like a cleaning lady there for a minute. I was thinking you were meant like a turban, like
Yep.
for cheeks.
Give it a ninja cleaning lady.
Well,
I think that would be the best kind of cleaning lady.
do you-
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute, there was just dust here. Where'd it go?
I don't know if they were there the second time I went there. So the first time you went to Okinawa. Did you ever?
I only went there once.
Yeah. But did you get to experience the galley ninjas?
The galley ninjas? Brain up without. No.
There was these. Okay, the first time I was in Okinawa, they had little Japanese ladies working in the galley to clean up the dishes behind us.
Where did they get little Japanese ladies from?
Right. And so you could not clean your own plate. They would actually become highly offended if you attempted to clean your own plate. So basically, you ate or you drink your coffee or whatever, and if you turned to talk to somebody and you were done with the plate would be gone and your coffee would be filled. So me and the supervisor at the time, L.A., Louis Antuna, we decided to play a little game to see what would happen. So I started to almost get my plate cleaned, and then he would give me something off of his. Now he was a bodybuilder, so he didn't eat very much, but I was putting it down because I had the metabolism of a teenager, and I was still a teenager. So I'm putting down all this food, and I got less that day specifically, and he's like, "Okay, this stuff is yours. You're eating this, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, yeah, we're doing this." So we both got coffee, black. I didn't really like it, but I was drinking it just for this experiment. So we were both drinking coffee, and I finished my plate, and you could kind of tell that there was a ninja lurking to take the plate. But all of a sudden, LA would give me something to eat, and I would put that on the plate, and I would eat it at a decent pace. And the coffee, every time we turned around, I mean, we never saw the coffee. I don't think it ever. If this was the coffee cup, I don't think it ever got below this line. I mean, you would drink. It was autofill. So
That's
anyway,
cool.
ninjas were like clouds that just kept hovering around until finally there was nothing left to give me, and boom, the plates were gone.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And you wouldn't see them coming. I mean, they came out of nowhere. Boom, your plate was gone, and boom. It was like, what the fuck just happened? Galley ninja.
That's awesome. Now, it's pretty cool that the plates clean themselves. I had a situation here. Did I tell you about me breaking the counter when my wife was on vacation?
Breaking the counter? No, you haven't said this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, I don't know what I was going to do. It's like, when she comes home, I'm going to have to explain to her that I broke this counter. And what happened is that normally I'll dirty dishes and stuff, and I put them on the counter, and then the next day they're all clean in the straining rack. Well, the whole time she was on vacation, that wasn't happening. So I had to explain to her how the counters broke, because normally everything ends up being cleaned and put away. This bite, you set it here and it gets cleaned overnight. But the whole time she was gone, that didn't work.
I understand now.
Yeah.
I might know what your problem was.
Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't even have to explain it to her, because when she came home, it was fixed.
It started
So I
working.
was like, yeah. So I was like, oh, that was close. I didn't even have to explain it to her. It's like it fixed itself, like right there at that last minute.
Well, I also have that problem. Like tonight, I mean, there was a backup because she was not home very often. So I mean, the counter stopped working. So.
Oh. You have one of those counters too? I've never had one like that before. The whole time I was living by myself, I had to like clean everything by hand. But now I got these magic counters. It's great. I love it.
You know, as much as our little place in Mississippi sucked to clean, I think we had more fun cleaning that place than we did actually doing anything else.
We should have invested in a leaf blower.
Yes, because that would have solved our problem, Bob.
Well, have you ever taken a leaf blower and done the thing where you put a tennis ball here?
No,
And then-
but I know what you're talking about.
It's really cool. In fact, I've done it at work with the air hose. You take the air nozzle and you take a ball bearing and you can set it on top of it. It does the same thing. Where the ball bearing will just float up and down on the air as the air goes around it instead of one way or the other.
Like if you make your gum that you're chewing into a ball and then just...
Yes. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah. Okay, you need to read. Sorry. Well, we had 2 kittens that we could have totally tried that with leaf blower.
Yeah. Wait, no, they don't curl into a ball like that, Bob.
Oh. Never mind.
Is he reading for school, Brain?
Brain, why? What are you reading for? Is that for school or is that just? Yeah, for school. They've got. My issue with what they've got going on right now is that there's a point system where they have to read so many points so often for school. And I think that what they're going to do is make kids sick of reading. They're trying to do the opposite. They want kids to like to read, so they're cramming it down their throats, and that's not how that... Leave me alone. Not you guys. You guys are all right.
Oh, because I was about to go.
You guys have both changed cups now. What is going on?
Well, she drank the coffee out of her cup, so I'm so offended by that too.
Your snowman has turned into a red blouse.
It's orange.
Colorblind.
You're colorblind?
Yeah. Ever so slightly so.
Then how do you know that this is skin tone?
What? Because it says skin tone right on it.
Oh, gotcha.
No. The Incredible Hulk. The thing is that, like, the color green, for instance. I've seen the color green as green my entire life. There's only a couple colors that I get, like, that I can't really tell the difference of between to have. Hey, Brain. No, I'm going to grab this right here. This is like one of the things I got from my wife for Christmas. I'm going to show you live on the air. So hopefully she's not going to watch this particular episode.
Oh, I should.
I don't think she's watched an episode yet.
Awesome.
She's okay with me recording the episodes. She just has, it's like, no, go do your thing. Okay.
Oh.
That's pretty cool, huh?
It is. Now, when I was too fat to wear cool shirts, like the Incredible Hulk, for instance, I would make her wear like the Transformers and stuff so that I could look at them. Because if I can't wear,
Yeah. But now you fit into a
I fit into a lot of them.
When we've cleaned out our closets, I've ended up taking the shirts that are too big for me and I just put them on the other side of the closet for him. And then I go through and I find our other closets of clothes that have been too small for me, and go drag them out again.
That's cool.
I got a new sweatshirt because all my sweatshirts are too big, like the one he's wearing here. And
The one that I'm wearing, which barely fit me before, and
you
I'm
couldn't
now
even zip it shut.
yeah, I can now fit her in here with me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
You guys did awesome.
Well, and I was buying extra large and 2X sweatshirts at the beginning of this year, and I still am not sure how this works, but the one I bought 2 nights ago that I'm wearing is a size small.
Wow.
So I'm pretty sure that the sizing is off. Because that's insane.
I love not having to have 3 X's in the shirts that I wear.
I don't think any of my exes would get in one of my shirts. Wait, what were we talking about?
Extra. You know, I want to go down from the 4XL, which is what I was at, down to an extra medium.
Extra medium. That's like 2 fortune tellers and a gypsy, isn't it? Write that down. 2 fortune tellers and a gypsy. Write that shit down.
Well, I've got a second list again, Bob. That only happened twice before.
Wow. Dog. Shoe.
Speaking of dog shoes, we should actually we've been on for because I started the show at like 7:15. It's almost 9. So
Sorry about that.
I think we should wrap the main show. We'll do the titles, and maybe we'll have something interesting for the end. And with any luck, we should have a show next week. Although I may be cleared to work, and I will let you know, because if I'm cleared to work, we might as well toss the show right now.
But she did mention that she wanted. They told him to. The post office wanted a degree that the weather could go above for him to be let outside to work. That temperature is 65. We're not going to hit 65 here until probably June.
Late May.
Damn, thanks, kid.
And
65, yeah, because 65 is the temperature that, yeah, wow. Is there some sort of manual she was going by, or did she just like? The
intention of the degrees was to keep me so that the post office can't go, well, it's 33 degrees today and it was 32 yesterday, so let's send you out.
Commissioners.
Yeah.
but they did tell him that they initially wanted him out of going outside for 6 months.
Which, if I go for the reevaluation and she says, well, let's give it 2 more weeks and doesn't let me out, I might as well just be out for the 6 months at that point, because.
Now, are there post office-y jobs that you can do that are inside?
Thankfully, there's been, my department has needed an enormous amount of updates to be done, and they don't ever have time to do them, and I volunteered to do them a while ago before the injury happened. So basically it's, oh, you've got all this extra time, let's get those updates done.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've lucked out. Otherwise, I would be like the other 2 people that are invalids at post office. I would be sitting at a big tub looking at junk mail that basically is the last. I'm making sure that it's junk mail so that it can be shredded.
Oh.
Incredibly tedious.
They should have you take all of Santa's mail to him.
To what? So what?
Take Santa's mail to him.
Oh, I could, but I'm not allowed outside, so I'm sure it's going to be cold at the North Pole.
Oh, yeah, it's not in California, is it?
No. That's the stripper pole, but not the North Pole.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So, Bob, I'll let you know this week if we have a show next week. But
Okay.
Stay tuned for the end. And the end of the show is going to be now. So say goodbye, Bob.
Bye-bye.
Say goodbye, Tricia.
Bye.
This is the Lime Flavored Network.